I am live. Whoa, I am close up and live. And I am hand sanding. So you're gonna see this or my knife. So let's see the knife. That's probably a better angle. And hopefully that does something here. Hand sanding some steel. One of the most exciting parts of knife making. I am hand sanding at 1,000 grit, which is very fine for sandpaper, and then I'll walk it back to 800. It started at 320 grit. I think everyone's watching hockey. No one's on here. They're all watching hockey. Which, if you like hockey, is wonderful. I am a jinx, so I'm not going to watch hockey. Because every time I watch hockey, the team I'm cheering for loses. And I don't want my team to lose, so I'm not going to watch it. Thousand grit. Clean that off. Wonder if I should do like a few thousand grit pull strokes. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Um, right now I'm hand sanding this at 1,000 grit. I've done all my cleanup sanding. And now I'm going to do a few pull strokes with 1,000 grit. And then I'm going to go to 800 grit and do some pull strokes there too. I don't know if this actually makes a difference because I'm going to be going back down to 800, but I'm assuming that it'll just maybe look nicer. Maybe not. Maybe not. So I'm dropping the sandpaper right in the plunge line and then doing a full stroke at 1,000 grit. And that's getting rid of all my J strokes, except I see one right in here I'm having a hard time getting. So finish with this 1,000 grit, and you can see these lines on the sandpaper. Kind of hard to see for you. And that is from slowly moving the sandpaper. And Jimmy, hi Jimmy, and that is putting fresh abrasive against the steel. So clean this off. It's looking really, really nice. Go with the 800 grit. So I'm walking it back, the grit, and that's a strategy that I think Pickle Cutter, Nick Tobin, had told me that he does, and I was like, oh, I'll give that a shot. And I think it's good. I think it's a good way of doing things. It gives a really clean finish. So I start doing the bolster area, the ricasso, just pulling towards myself. And that looks mighty nice. Hey, how long have you been doing this live stream? 5 minutes and 57 seconds. That is it. Why do you ask? I was on TikTok though. I was seeing how it was there, and I gotta say, stinks. TikTok, not so good for lives. I've always had a better experience on YouTube. It always gets more people watching and interacting, which is a lot more interesting for myself. And I think I had 14 viewers just a little while ago, which is great. But if you can tap the screen, give me some love there. I think that probably helps let people know that this is a good stream. So I am sanding at 800 grit. And I'm trying to clean up just a few scratches that I saw there. Not scratches, but like a change in the direction of the abrasion. And I think I'm happy with that now. That looks freaking great. This knife's going off to Atlanta for the knife show. And change perspectives. Maybe you'll see what I'm looking at. So I'm looking for a smooth satin finish with zero distortion. Sorry, it's kind of hard to. Can I change? Oh, I could change cameras. So I'm looking for a really smooth finish with no visible like changes in patterns or line width. That is a knife. Is that a knife? It's called a Nesma. So the two pins attach here. There's a pin in the center and two in the back. This is ADCRV2 carbon steel, and it's getting these beautiful handle scales made by Flying Shark Knives. They're book matched, so each side will look like they're flowing into each other. And I can't wait to put them on there and ship this baby out. So next up, I'm going to put some tape on that. Too close, too close. So I'm using 3M 2-inch wide electrical tape. Or is it 3-inch wide? I think it's 2 inches. So not this stuff, but this stuff. And what this does is it protects the steel, because I'm going to have to flip it over. And when you're hand sanding again, there's going to be some micro movements, and those micro movements with maybe some abrasive materials that have stuck underneath this the knife. That knife sharp? Nope, not yet. It does not have a secondary bevel. It just has its primary bevel. That's the primary bevel, and has not been sharpened. Could I cut myself with it? Heck yeah. Am I careful not to? Mostly. This always scares me when you're like having a sharp, pointy blade. Always worried that I'm going to stab myself. I'm just kidding. I always have it inset past or inset on the wood so that I do not bleed myself out. I don't want to have a bad day like that. I'm gonna have bad days, but not the kind of bad day I want. I've found that 2 layers is better than 1. Because I've seen just some scuffing, and I don't want nothing. So I'm doing that, like so. And then I don't want material running underneath the tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew this. Yep, that's what I do, man. Sell knives. RainyDayForge.com or .ca. I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba, in Canada. So you get something pretty cool from a Canuck. There we go. Okay. Sorry, stick my face in the screen looking like a weirdo trying to read what people are writing. I've done it before where I have a second phone so I could look at the messages. There we go. Black blade. And now I do it all over again. Why do blades have 2 sides? So this side, the other side I started at 320 and that worked really well. And I'm going to try doing the same thing, 320 grit. So I've got 120, 220, 320, 400, and 600. I'm going to start here. And I'm going all the way up to 1,000 grit. I don't know if you can see that. 800, 1,000. That's my end point, and then I track back. But I also have 1,200 and 1,500. So if I'm doing maybe a Damascus, and I want to really have a sharp, shiny, a sharp and shiny line of 15 and 20, then I'm going to go a little bit higher with my buffing. So I used this before. It's all dull here. You can't feel the abrasion, but there's lots of abrasive material on the ends. I don't want to be wasteful. So this is a bit of oil, stoning oil. I found that the stoning oil works well. I used to do WD-40, but WD-40, you spray it and it mists into the air. I don't want to really breathe it in. Don't really want to. I don't want to breathe it in at all. And then it evaporates much faster than the stoning oil. The stoning oil just seems to stay on the steel and works a lot better. Another piece of 320, Jimmy VR. You have a YouTube channel, but I cannot go live because I don't have 50 subscribers. That's too bad, man. That is too bad. You will get there. What kind of stuff, kind of videos do you make? Maybe I can give you some pointers. I am part of the YouTube Shorts community. I was invited about a year ago to join that, so I get some extra training, some event opportunities, but there's never anything in my area. Does that look weird when I stick my face like that? Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, what do you document? And can I give myself likes? No, on TikTok I can give myself likes, which I don't know if it did any good or not. But I like seeing the little hearts flying. But here there's actually people. Yes. What kind of content do you produce? Gaming stuff. Oh shoot, I see a couple scratches. Couple scratches right there. I'm gonna finish this 320 and then probably down to 220 so I could chase those out. So you actually feel when you're sanding, the abrasion kind of stops and it gets slipperier against the steel, and then you move it a little bit and then it got grit again, and then you move it a little bit and you feel it grab the steel again. Whew. Yeah, but what are you documenting? What are you producing? Game stuff? Vlog type videos? Just copying stuff? Music? You're doing like dances? Think of it as games and challenges. Yeah, I would. Yeah, just stick to that then. Just do challenges. Do like 5 videos. Challenges or whatever. Stick to the same game because people like the niche. They'll watch that one person that does that one video game, and they get used to your content, and then they will go back and look at it. All my stuff is knife related, bladesmithing related, so specifically making knives. Some guys just do reviews of knives and they get known for reviewing knives. And with gaming, you've got a huge niche, lots of competition, but that doesn't matter. You just do it, enjoy it, and people keep popping in as long as it's there. I know I suck at it. I think my last YouTube video was like 6 months ago or something. Why is that? Oh, I did a big project. I did like a series of like Viking knives, and I integrated some VFX in it, and they didn't really click. They didn't really hit. So I should take my own advice and just keep doing that kind of stuff and enjoying it. But I consumed so much time doing it that kind of, not that it burnt me out. It was just like, wow, realization that if I was going to do that over and over again, that something would have to change. Like, I'm trying to make knives to sell, make money, and YouTube was not paying the bills. So a good long-term plan. You can dedicate the time. And you play video games? Not really. I have an Xbox. I enjoy Minecraft as well. When my kids are little, I thought that was a lot of fun playing with them. And the game was still pretty new. Chasing a couple scratches up near the tip of the knife here. Witcher is what I was enjoying, and Dark Souls 2, which was like, I think I'm also not very good at video games, so it takes me a long time to play through. What was I playing last? Oh, Red Dead 2, which I thought was just too slow. Was too slow, or maybe I'm not doing something right, but going from town to town, slow. Minecraft is great. Minecraft is a fantastic game. Yeah, let's do the Ricasso area. This nice flat spot. Back and forth, lots of J strokes, but that doesn't matter. At this point, I'm just trying to get rid of whatever scratches and depth is there. Yeah, I've got one YouTube video where I make a sword from, it's a fire poker, but it's a sword from Dark Souls 2, or maybe not 2. It's a twisted sword. Sold a few of those. I should actually put them back on my website. They're fun to make. They're just big to ship. I've not seen the Minecraft movie. I will wait until that's streaming online. No, not seen that. I'm looking forward to seeing. Kind of want to go see the new Marvel movie, Thunderbird, not Thunderbirds, Thunder, whatever. And what else? There's something else coming out. I want to see the Mission Impossible. I saw the last one in theaters and thought it was fantastic. Just watched it again a few weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, damn, that's a good movie. So I'm looking forward to the continuation. And I want to see Sinners. If I don't see it in theaters, that's all right, though. Got to sell a few knives to go see a movie in theaters and be able to afford to eat. Yep, like fishing. I do. I want to get out ice fishing this year. I only got out twice officially. Well, yeah. Once officially, maybe twice. Okay, there's a couple scratches there and there. This sucks. So I'm going to step back to 220, which I don't like doing because it means I'll have to do 320 again, but I'm just going to concentrate on those areas. So hopefully this works. So 220 feels almost less abrasive, like it's less grippy. It's like sliding across the steel a little bit slicker, like makes you wonder what if their glue is stronger and it's not allowing the abrasive to cut as well. Whoa! Dog scared me. And I think my dear, yeah, she's whining. So what I'm going to do is write this down, grab a Sharpie. Yeah, I know. So don't forget where I'm at, because that is the worst. You come out, you look at your stuff, and you're like, shoot, where am I supposed to start? I do not know. How much money do you look for your knives? Dude, I don't want to talk about it. It's a funny situation. Not a lot. Not a lot. But, Bob Gore, dude, speaking of knife makers, Bob Gore has one of my knives. But Bob, I'm just disconnected. My wife just showed up, so I gotta run. But I sent you a message on TikTok tonight. Talk to you later.